Thank you, Madam President. You know, for years when I was a young kid, my parents scraped up about 50 bucks and bought me a little mini bike, and I went to a place called Trabuco Canyon, which I think is in my good friend from Orange County's district today. But today it's where multi-million-dollar homes are. And I understand that this area that the senator is trying to preserve up in Northern California, a lot of his constituents really don't want to see the expansion of an OHV park that is adjacent to it. So as my good friend from San Diego mentions that, you know, we've only got like 8 or 9 of these parks throughout the state of California, and if we don't provide an appropriate place for people to recreate, they're going to go on places we don't want them to recreate, namely places that have sensitive habitat. So I would like to support this bill, but I also know that it could be a way in which a seller could actually sell it to a municipality for less than market value that can then turn it over to an environmental entity and then preserve the land, again, to the disadvantage of those that have paid for those stickers for years to ensure they have an appropriate place to recreate with their off-road vehicles. So if I could please ask the author a question.
Without objection, Senator Glazer.
Of course.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Senator. If you would be so inclined to amend your bill to ensure that the land is sold at fair market value, no matter to whom it's sold, I would be delighted to support your bill today. That is the question.
Thank you. Senator Glazer.
Thank you, Madam President. We're following current state law on the disposition of lands for public use, and so this bill is consistent with how we've handled this matter for decades, and that's why it's written accordingly. Appreciate the question from the senator from Temecula, but that's how the bill has been crafted.
On my own time, Madam Chair.
Please proceed.
The answer then was no. And the answer is no because I believe that there are motions in place now to take that expensive land and give it to another municipality so that they can hand it over to an environmental agency which will cheat thousands, if not tens of thousands, of youngsters and older adults that love to ride off-road vehicles. We're taking money away from them that they have paid these stickers for many, many years. This is an underhanded way of getting land into environmental hands without returning the money that paid for it. And so for those reasons, let's not cheat the OHVers that have paid these sticker fees that have an important, it's a very important economic development tool. And my friend from Imperial County and Riverside County, we've got some parks that generate a lot of money, a lot of hotels, a lot of gasoline gets sold, a lot of off-road vehicles, probably $1 billion industry in the state of California. This is going to have an impact on where these people can go. So let's at least, if we're going to sell the land, let's get market value for it. Let's return it to the OHV fund so they can buy land in in areas that are not as sensitive as this one, and so we can allow for this industry to thrive in the state of California. For those reasons, I recommend no vote on SB 1316.